Hey everyone, this is Supernova bringing you a new series that I hope can kick off and do very well. Today I'm going to be doing some Fallout lore, and I hope this is like the first episode of many other episodes. Leave a like if you like the video, and let's get started. Today, for my first lore video, we'll be going over the Brotherhood of Steel East Coast and Liberty Prime, but let's get started. The East Coast Brotherhood would be founded by Elder Lions, who would come from the West Coast, who would be sent on a operation to get technology in the East Coast. But the bad thing, that happened was they went through a thing called the Pit, which you don't know what the Pit is. I'll go over that in a video, hopefully. But basically, it's what's left of Pittsburgh, and it is really bad. It's just cancerous. Literally, you die if you breathe the air there. Either way, he would see how bad it is, and he would break a really big Brotherhood rule, which it was can't take and like random people from the wasteland. That was always forbidden. You always had to be born into the Brotherhood. But this was quickly changed, and he started taking in people. And then eventually they reached the Capital Wasteland, which was really bad too, because in the Capital Wasteland they had a bunch of super mutants and the Enclave, which if you don't know what the Enclave is, like I said, I'll go over that. But basically, they are the remnants of the United States government. And, spoiler alert, they're basically wiped out. Canon basically wiped out. But so when the Brotherhood arrived, they eventually would set up in the Citadel, and the Citadel is the remnants of the Pentagon, and that would be their main headquarters. And they would get the help of the Lone Wanderer to use that big machine right there to march on the Enclave, start up Project Purity, which was a system that would get clean water to the wasteland. And it depends on the ending you chose, but the canon ending, of course, is the Brotherhood obviously won. So, but now I'm gonna do some lore about Liberty Prime here. Liberty Prime would be built by General Atomics International and Robco Industries in a joint operation to make Liberty Prime the ultimate fighting machine robot that would liberate Anchorage, Alaska from Chinese Red Communist invaders. He would never be used, but eventually the Brotherhood would find him in the Citadel, and they would reactivate him, and he would go on to fight the Enclave and win. He would be victorious. Sad news is, though, in the Broken Steel DLC, he would be destroyed. Spoiler alert, but, this is canon, and Easter egg. He would be, not Easter egg, but lore. He would be destroyed. And in this Fallout 4, you rebuild him, and he looks a bit different, but he looks the same. But he would be rebuilt, and he, would eventually destroy the Institute if you chose that ending. But Liberty Prime would be built by both Robco and General Atomics, which I already said, but that was, unheard of because they were two enemies, but they, two enemy companies, but they joined together to build this robot that was the ultimate fighting machine that would spout out, good, stop talking during the video, would spout out very good lines about how democracy is non-negotiable and stuff like that, and how communism is evil. And I think he's like a really good character. It's a really good job by this part. But back to East Coast Brotherhood. I basically told you like everything, like the basics of it. I don't want to get like into 100% deep detail, but I will in later videos if that's what you want. But basically, the Brotherhood would defeat the Enclave, and then they would set up recon teams in the Commonwealth. Well, eventually those recon teams would send out information saying we got energy readings, and that energy readings turn out to be the Institute. So what would happen is eventually in this game you set up a radar or like a signal thing that was sent to the Brotherhood, and so eventually they brought this massive thing. along with the parts to make that massive thing, to make all of this work, to make this guy guarding this place, to those nukes over there, to that freaking Commonwealth being Brotherhood controlled. And basically, depending on your ending, the Brotherhood wins or they lose, depends on who you chose. But yeah, that's about it. The Brotherhood is my favorite faction in this game. I really like them, even though they can kind of be mean and bigots to ghouls and like Nick Valentine in a sense, but I really think they're cool overall, especially the West Coast, which I will do next video, the West Coast Brotherhood. And please like and subscribe if you like this video, and let's hope we can make this a series, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.